The explanation is fairly simple. When the 3-year-old tells you you're a pirate, you're a pirate. Yesterday I was a dinosaur, I'm sure tomorrow I'll be a monster. Welcome to another episode of From Amateur to Expert Daily. And today we're talking about clever ways to reinvent what you do under constraints.
In yesterday's video, we discussed some creative options for stretching your cash flow. Cost saving, however, need not begin and end with background processes. It can even extend to the design of your offering. Let's talk about your industry, your job, your positioning, what it is that you sell. Don't discount the possibility that cheap and charming could actually outperform the slick and expensive version. And that can be a useful idea right now. When I was about 11 years old, growing up in South Africa, my father created a backyard rope swing, and this thing became the stuff of legend in our neighborhood. What he did was he hoisted a length of rope over a tree branch, some 35 feet up, and then he fixed a handlebar to the end of the rope. What we would do is the kids would hold on to the handlebar above our heads and then run across the lawn. You'd run until the rope took and your feet came out from under you. And then we would swing over the roof of the house on one side, and then come back, touch down, run across the yard, and swing over the telephone wires on the other. This was not exactly the stuff of health and safety idealism. However, in a straight choice between a day at the local skate park or a day in our backyard, the local kids preferred the swing. Its cost of production was easily a millionth that of the skate park, and yet it proved the more attractive option. So not every winning idea, service, product, offering has to be presented with a glossy Apple Store finish. Sometimes scratchy, plucky, makeshift, and fun can have a charm all of its own. Some people prefer a wagging, rough-and-tumble mutt to a polished poodle. If you can't afford to go high-end for a time, how about this as a technique? Don't even try. Rather than striving to look premium, but ultimately appearing an almost good enough, a sort of a compromised version, what if you actively aimed for endearingly scruffy instead? Could you Frankenstein it by stealing parts? Could you make the nature of the thing in some way basic but endearing, charming, and then add cartoon band-aids to show that you're doing it on purpose? Reframing what you offer in this way gives you permission to make it a little cheaper, a little easier. And at the same time, it shows a playful spirit of innovation. That alone could gain you publicity. There's something fun, there's something playful about the downgraded version of. Then you sell it as a positive. Take a cue from Jaguar, whose top-of-the-range XJ models don't sell in the same numbers as the equivalent S-Class from Mercedes or 7 Series from BMW. How do Jaguar frame the issue? By telling you that the car is rare and meant to be. It's all in how you say a thing. For a time, could you do the scruffy, plucky, charming, downgraded version of, and tell a fabulous story as a result?